My dear friends, welcome. It brings me deep joy to sit with you today, not as a teacher towering over students, but as a humble monk walking the path of life, side by side with you. You have come here seeking inner peace, inspiration, and motivation. And today, I wish to speak with you about something simple, something we all do every single day. We eat, but have we truly ever eaten? Have we truly tasted? Have we ever looked deeply into a grain of rice and asked, "Who are you?" Have we ever thanked a carrot for its sacrifice? Or bowed to a bowl of soup as though it were a master? Today, let us explore the art of mindful eating, a practice deeply rooted in the teachings of the Buddha. Let us learn how transforming the way we eat can transform the way we live. Mindful eating is the act of being fully present with your food, aware of each bite, each flavor, each breath. It is a sacred ritual, not a mechanical routine. It is not merely about what we eat, but how we eat. When we eat mindlessly, we consume more than food. We consume stress, distraction, and sometimes even pain. But when we eat mindfully, every bite becomes a prayer, every meal a meditation. The Buddha taught us, when you eat, just eat. This teaching may sound simple, but within it lies profound wisdom. Let me share with you a story. One day, a young monk approached a great teacher and asked, "Master, how can I be more mindful?" The teacher, without saying a word, handed him an orange. "Eat this orange," he said. The monk peeled it hurriedly, popping segments into his mouth while looking around, thinking of the chores he needed to do. The teacher smiled and gave him another orange. "This time," he said, "eat it as if it is the last orange on earth." The monk, puzzled but obedient, held the orange in his hands. He looked at its color, its shape, its scent. He slowly peeled it, feeling the texture of the skin. He placed a segment on his tongue and chewed it slowly, tasting its sweetness fully. He smiled. The master nodded. "That is mindfulness. That is life." In Buddhism, we often recite a short reflection before eating. This food is a gift of the whole universe, the earth, the sky, and much hard work. May we eat in mindfulness so that we may be worthy to receive it. This reflection reminds us that behind every meal is the labor of many beings: the farmer, the cook, the sun, the rain, even the worms in the soil. When we eat with gratitude, we no longer take food for granted. Every bite becomes sacred. My dear friends, the next time you eat, pause for a moment. Reflect on where your food came from. Bow to the rice. Smile at the banana. Honor the journey. The Buddha taught the middle way: not too little, not too much. He himself was once an ascetic, starving his body to reach enlightenment. But he realized that extreme deprivation is not the path. Food is not the enemy, desire is not evil, but attachment to excess, to flavors, to emotional eating, that is what binds us. Let me tell you a story from the life of the Buddha. After years of fasting and self-mortification, Siddhartha was weak and close to death. One day, a village girl named Sujata offered him a bowl of rice and milk. He accepted it with gratitude. His disciples abandoned him, thinking he had failed. But that act of acceptance marked a turning point. He nourished his body. He sat beneath the Bodhi tree. He attained enlightenment. The middle way saved him. Let us remember, eat to nourish, not to indulge. Eat to live, not live to eat. What if I told you that your lunch could be your meditation? That you don't need incense, gongs, or sitting cross-legged to practice mindfulness? Try this. Before eating, take 3 deep breaths. Look at your food. Really look. Smell it, feel it. Chew slowly. Notice the textures. Put down your spoon between bites. Give thanks. Every meal becomes a retreat. Every bite, a bell of mindfulness. As Thich Nhat Hanh said, if we chew our food with mindfulness, we will see that there is a cloud in our tea. There is sunshine in our bread. Many of us eat not from hunger, but from hurt. We eat to fill a void, to soothe the pain. Food becomes comfort, escape, even addiction. The Buddha taught us to look deeply into our suffering, not to run away from it. When we eat mindfully, we start to see what we're really hungry for. Sometimes it's love. Sometimes it's connection. Sometimes it's peace. A woman once told me, "Venerable, I always overeat when I'm lonely." I said, Next time you feel lonely, sit with that feeling. Invite it to tea. Don't push it away. Listen to it. Then eat not to bury it, but to nourish your heart. Mindful eating can be a gateway to healing. In the monastery, we eat in silence, not because words are forbidden, but because silence brings depth. We hear the sound of chewing, the clinking of bowls, the heartbeat of life. When we eat together mindfully, we connect not just as people, but as spiritual companions. Try this with your family or friends. Share a meal in silence. Begin with a prayer or reflection. Eat slowly, together. Smile at each other with gratitude. You will be amazed at the peace that fills the room. Let me give you some simple ways to bring mindful eating into your life. 1. Create a sacred space. Eat in a clean, quiet area. 2. Remove distractions. No phones, no screens. 3. Eat slowly. Put down utensils between bites. 4. Breathe. Take 3 breaths before you begin. 5. Give thanks. Whisper a word of gratitude. 6. Listen to your body. Stop when you are full. 7. Reflect. After eating, ask, how do I feel? Start with 1 meal a day, 1 bite, 1 breath. The Buddha once said, to keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Eating is not separate from spiritual life. It is spiritual life. When you eat with awareness, your food becomes medicine. When you eat with joy, your meal becomes a celebration. When you eat with compassion, your plate becomes a prayer. Let every meal be a reminder. You are alive. You are loved. You are on the path. My dear friends, the path to peace is not always found in caves or monasteries. Sometimes it is found in your kitchen. Sometimes it is waiting on your spoon. Today, I invite you to eat not just with your mouth, but with your heart. Eat as if the planet depends on it. Eat as if your ancestors are watching. Eat as if you are eating with the Buddha, because in truth you are. May every meal nourish not just your body, but your soul. May every bite remind you that you are alive and that life is a miracle. If this message has touched your heart, if you feel a stirring inside you to live more mindfully, I invite you to walk further on this journey with us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Buddha's Wisdom, where we share teachings, meditations, and stories like these to inspire your path to peace, presence, and awakening. Let us walk this path together, one breath, one bite, one moment at a time. With loving kindness and compassion, your humble friend and monk,